I'm Spencer Hughes with Jeff Slakey. This is Daybreak. Good morning to you. We are going to talk now with Dee Sigmond, who joins us once more from the Kitten Rescue of Mason County. And we've had Dee on numerous times and the organization on, and they are a fantastic group of people doing a very important job. And it's a thankless job, really. They are working all the time trying to help abandoned and kittens that have become unwanted and getting them adopted into loving homes and promoting spay and neuter programs as well. We discovered them early on when we moved here almost 2 years ago. Dee, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Great to have you on. Thanks so much. I know it's been a crazy time.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
It's been a crazy time. Usually we'd be face-to-face in the studio with Jeff, but of course with the pandemic and everything's changed, and I'm sure things have changed for your group as well. I know until further notice, it looks like you're doing adoptions by appointment only, which is probably the only reasonable, rational way you could do it. But how has the pandemic affected your day-to-day operations over at Kitten Rescue?
Our day-to-day operations, as you know, we have a lot of volunteers that are over 60. I have a skeleton crew right now of about 4 a day plus myself, and a skeleton crew at night of 2 plus myself. I do get occasional afternoon or evening or morning off here myself, but we're running the show still 7 days a week. Most of my people are pretty seasoned. They know what they're doing. We have a few newcomers that want to volunteer. They're at home with nothing to do, and we have got a lot of fosters since the pandemic, so a lot of our kittens and mamas are out in foster care.
Oh, good. That's great. I was going to ask you about that because I read stories a few weeks back, particularly on dog shelters. Dogs were getting adopted so fast that a lot of these shelters were completely empty. They had no dogs to adopt, which of course is the perfect world scenario, right?
That is true. As fast as we are pretty much getting them in here, we have currently 8 kittens. They are on the website. As soon as I put them on, I have 4 of the 8 already pre-adopted with 2 appointments this evening. We're doing 2 appointments in the evening time since I just have a very skeleton crew, and the person comes wearing gloves and mask, or we lend them some, and I have mine. I'm the major adopter, put myself in harm's way, so to speak. They come into the room. It's empty. It's just me and the one person from the family. They get to look at our darlings and pre-adopt them, and then they'll be going to the vet on Wednesday, and then the little boys get picked up on Friday night, and little girls get picked up on Saturday afternoon. And we currently are fairly empty. We do have projected foster kittens coming in next week, the week after, and the week after. I have approximately 48 right now in foster care that just had babies.
Oh, wow. That is fantastic. Now, when you're in the room just with the other person, is the cat wearing a mask too and gloves, or probably not?
Sorry, they sure are not. They're just being all their cuteness in the cage.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely.
We are maintaining our 6-foot distance. The person gets to go to the cage, then I'm in the room about 6 feet away, and we do the pre-screening on the phone, so we have that out of the way so I don't have to be front to front with someone talking to them, and then the appointment is made. They got about 30 minutes, give or take, and then I give them a document which is already on the cage, ask them to fill that out, and then they give it to me, and off they go. And then we notify them a little bit later that everything was okay after the vet visit, and they come and get their little darling.
Wow, that's fantastic. And the whole time they're so excited, and the kitties are rolling their eyes going, if you humans were just as clean as us, none of this would have happened for you guys.
They are little messy Marvins, but they have a lot of help to make their lives better.
Yeah, well, we got 2 feral cats back before we moved to Mason County, and they were at the time honestly rodent control. There was a lot of new construction at the time in the neighborhood, and houses were going up fast, and the rodents were just scurrying into garages, and they had nowhere to go, and we were just getting overrun. They bring us little gifts every so often of dead mice still from out in the fields and out in the forest here, and they're just wonderful creatures. I grew up with cat allergies, so I was never in a position to really kind of fall in love with cats because they made me so miserable. You know what I mean? I couldn't have a cat. They are such remarkable friends. I know they have a lot of kind of bad reputation in terms of taking you or leaving you, and I kind of like that cats are independent and just, they always seem to be safe at the end of the evening. We bring them inside. We keep them in the garage, nice and warm, and then they go out again during the day. They're still pretty feral. But that's the beauty of cats, isn't it? They can just kind of do their own thing, come and go.
Yes, they can. They are very independent, and a lot of times a lot of people that adopt the kittens and the adults here, they come in looking for a personality, and they tell me, well, this one didn't click with me, but this one did. This one I felt something, and so I'm going to take this one. So it works out very, very well.
We have a very elegant kitty that was on our property when we moved here, and we think it was one of the neighbors, maybe, for whatever reason, she kind of clung to this home, or maybe the previous owner. And she is, I'm telling you, I never believed it before, but I think there are some humans, just like in the fairy tales, that get turned into cats, because this cat's the most human cat I've ever encountered in my life. She's really funny. I mean, she's got an incredible personality, but she'll just sit there looking at you, and just her mannerisms, it's almost like she's trying to talk to you, like saying, yeah, this evil witch, you're never going to believe me, but turn me into this cat.
Well, people do tell me that the cat, when they get them home, they have their personalities some are so different. Sisters and brothers and sisters, one is really pretty cat, and it has all its mannerisms, and then we have the other cat who's just like the opposite and does everything that sister or brother doesn't do. They're always in trouble. They're always causing chaos, but it all works out. It's all in fun, and they really enjoy it.
Oh, absolutely. Now, one thing, of course, that's kind of been postponed until further notice are your famous garage sales, which are your primary donation source, correct?
Yes,
you've kind of been hurting in that regard. What is the backup plan until those get going for you guys to raise the funds you would through the garage sales, or what's the plan?
Oh, nice. Thank you for asking us. So we currently have on our website, Kitten, resq.net, a little contest going on about honorary kitten sheriff. So there's like 14 kittens posted on the website, and for $1 a vote, you may vote for your kitten. We're holding it until May 16th. And the one kitten that actually wins will get a picture with the sheriff. He's going to come visit us, and hopefully we're going to put a little article in the paper about it. It's one of our fundraisers. We also have Amazon Smile that people can donate, and PayPal still. And we would love to have any contributions, any that they would love to do. Amazon Smile has a wish list on it too for certain types of foods that we actually use and supplies that we use here. We're doing very well. People are very, very generous, and it's wonderful. The word is out there that all of us need help, and we have other rescues that are helping us, and we're helping them as well.
Well, great talking with you, and I'm glad things are going well. I'm glad those kitties are in foster, so many of them. That's great news. I wasn't sure how that was going to go during this pandemic, but I'm glad to hear it's going well, and you guys have adjusted to this kind of brave new world that we're in right now. And people can go to the website, Kitten, resq.net.
They can leave a message on the website under inquiries.
Okay.
And they can also send a message to the adopter if they're interested. Anything, all the kittens and adults that we have at the rescue will be posted on the website. And they make inquiries through there, and then somebody will notify them. One of my volunteers or myself will notify them and ask them the questions, and they can talk to us in that way.
Well, Dee, always a pleasure chatting with you. Thanks for making yourself available during all this craziness, and we'll get you back in the studio. Probably the next time we chat with you, I'm hoping this will all be pretty much in our rearview mirror, and we'll get back to a relative normal anyway, and have you back in the radio station studios as we usually do. Thanks,
wonderful.
Dee.
We look forward to seeing you guys, and you guys take care, and you're doing a wonderful job keeping us all safe and informed. Take care.
Thank you very much, Dee. Appreciate you very much.
Welcome. Bye-bye.
Dee Sigmond of the Kitten Rescue of Mason County. I'm Spencer Hughes with Jeff Slakey. This is iFiber One News Radio.